24 Motion Graphics Trends 2025, all set to put all your creativity and innovation into motion. From animated collage to liquid motion, here are the top motion graphics animation trends by WonderAIArtGenerator.com has predicted for 2025. In the past few years, the landscape of motion graphics has experienced a huge boost. In the midst of the worldwide pandemic, video producers turned to stock footage and animation and started experimenting with motion graphics to find new yet engaging ways of delivering all the content to the audience. In today's world, motion graphics rule the roost. Motion graphics are unmatched in their adaptability and creativity, whether it's for a small animation within an app or a full-length commercial movie. There's no wonder that motion graphic trends are always altering and evolving because of their close connection to technological advancement. Visually arresting color palettes and lively animations were among the most popular motion graphics trends in recent years. But what about the year 2025? This year's top 24 motion graphics trends, ranging from 3D animation to self-drawing lines. However, we believe it would be great if you learn how to make motion graphics animation before you start exploring the popular motion graphics trends of 2025, so you can fully capitalize on them. Before we move on to the motion graphic trends, if you are seeking for a video production company to produce extremely engaging and excellent motion graphic animation videos for your business, then you are at the correct spot. Check out our motion graphics services together with our motion graphics video cost to get your hands on some of the finest videos ever. Why motion graphics are the new norm. Motion graphics give your audience a breathtaking visual experience of your product or brand. Regardless of how tedious the product or service might be, motion graphics tend to take them to a whole new level by amplifying the message behind the video, making it unforgettable. With trending graphics like 3D and 2D animation, you can connect with your audience in real time. Also, videos can generate up to 1,200% more shares than text or images, so here's another reason for incorporating motion graphics. Now that you know the details, let's explore the motion graphic animations trends in 2025. 24 top motion graphics trends in 2025. So without any further ado, let's start exploring the latest motion trends that will make 2025 super exciting for brands and their audiences. As we know, nothing remains the same forever, and so the animation trends are. They're always changing, which is why you need to be completely aware of what's trending in the market. However, some trends are to stay for longer than you think. There is a high probability that what's working in 2025 could also do well in 2025. Now it's time to take a look at top motion graphics trends to get a clear idea of what the digital market is anticipating. 1. 3D everywhere. We think it's appropriate to start off this motion graphics trends list with 3D everywhere. Even today, all motion graphic artists are highly emphasizing incorporating engaging 3D elements everywhere, from internal communication to game design. Take a look at an outstanding example of a 3D animated short film. 2. Combination of 2D-3D animation. In 2019, the mixing of 2D and 3D is still in the process of gaining momentum. The researchers show that people claim to love those videos or films that are made with a mixture of 2D and 3D animation. Some instances include combining 2D and 3D animation, as well as introducing 2D overlayers with movement. Whether it's a short online ad or commercial film, motion graphics are becoming increasingly popular. 3. Kinetic typography. Kinetic typography is a form of motion graphics that incorporates text and typefaces to a new level. Kinetic typography is ideal for advertising, websites, music videos, and movie and TV program title sequences because of its ability to capture attention and convey a story. Fonts and pictures are normally not stretched or manipulated in unexpected ways by us. The rules can be broken sometimes, and amazing benefits can still be achieved. Stretching, bending, and distorting letters are all part of the kinetic typography, and it's proving to be a hit with the public. 4. The glitch effect. Allowing video makers to add defects that they would normally avoid at all costs is made possible through the use of glitch effects. Grits are fantastic for producing a DIY style that pays homage to analog printing presses and hand-drawn animations because of their embracing of disruption, distortion, and digital noise. Take a look at this teaser video from the K-pop girl group aespa, which blurs the line between animation and live action. 5. Go retro. The yellow smiley face of the 1970s and the hand-lettered logos of the 1950s are two examples of popular design approaches that have come to characterize a whole era. Retro motion graphics conjure a sense of the past by repurposing images, styles, and themes that have been ingrained in popular culture. Tropical pom-poms, sunset pastels, and neon cityscapes are instantly reminiscent of some of the most popular vintage TV series, movies, and record covers of the 1980s. This dynamic background is a celebration of space exploration and reality-bending science fiction thanks to the addition of a moving grid, shooting lasers, and lens flare. 6. Isometric shapes. Isometric forms were initially employed in technical drawings, but now they're being used by motion designers to give their 2D animations a 3D feel or to offer their 3D renderings a distinct viewpoint. One-point projections make objects appear smaller as they become further away from the spectator, although this is not the case with two-point projections. It's like this video opening for the OFFFF event in Barcelona. A great example of two-dimensional isometric motion graphics. This video demonstrates how isometric forms can be given life and character by injecting humor and fun into them. Isometric shapes in a 3D world may be clearly seen in this sample from Spotify Premium. Pop-up scenes and circumstances depict cartoon characters listening to music as they move from studying to working out. Appearance no farther than these isometric loops for a fluid look and feel if you want to immerse viewers in an exciting 3D scene. Isometric icons from Holopix may also be used to give depth to any design. You'll find everything from research laboratories to schools to the business world shown in rich detail and ready to be used in your next project. 7. Grain effects and textures. Next, the emphasis is on adding character to images through the use of noise in the form of grain effects and texture, as in this example by the design group Reverse Charades. This montage, which includes photographs of people and household items, as well as symmetrical forms and squiggles, is a superb example of mixed media in motion graphics, highlighting the grain effect. 8. Liquid motion. Liquid motion rounds up this look at the latest in motion graphics. Water-like motions and uniformity are achieved with this method. A contemporary take on psychedelic art from the 1960s, these animated ripples and waves flow in and out of one another. Swirly typefaces and fluid design combine to create the illusion of flowing liquid. This short video by Dutch marketing firm Alfred, for example, achieves a fast-paced impression with the use of liquid motion animation that merges studio footage, illustration, and a quick presentation of how the app actually works. 9. Morphing. Animations are seamlessly morphed into one another in this style, as the name indicates. The result is sleek, streamlined, and utterly transportive. The Eiffel Tower and the Champs-Élysées are brought to life in vibrant motion by this changing display of motion graphics. Several areas in the City of Lights can be seen in a matter of seconds, making it an exciting way to see the city. 10. Animated collage. Everything from images and artwork to animation and digital footage may be used to create a handmade look and feel in an animated collage. The outcome is a well-chosen collection of images that convey a story. For instance, Have a Look at Black is a beautiful struggle, which Tony Brown produced, a motion graphic artist based in the United Kingdom. He created this animated collage video to commemorate the United Kingdom's Black History Month. This animated collage depicts the good and challenging events in the life of a black individual. This video's bright and catchy appeal is enhanced with animated pictures and abstractly textured graphics. 11. Broken text. These days, motion graphics designers are frequently playing around with texts, especially fragmented text. They use this new emerging trend to give a poetic and aesthetic feel and look that the audience is deeply appreciating. Many other motion graphic studios are experimenting with this trend, and they are getting pretty good results and feedback. 12. Animated logos. When talking about animation, the animation giant Disney even has an animated logo. This inspired a lot of huge corporations, and now they're implementing the new idea of using motion graphics logo animation to give a fresh and unique identity to their brands. Simple logos were being designed to capture your audience's attention. Animated logos started attracting the audience and becoming memorable at a faster and more efficient pace. Take a look at the animated logo we created for Old Saint Patrick, a welfare organization providing religious services and charity to mankind. 13. Sophisticated VFX. Looking to create a realistic-looking environment for your context? VFX visual effects are here to turn your imagination into reality. VFX is an impactful real-life representation of your product or brand that delivers your message strongly and robustly. The eye-catching details, product teasing effects, and integration of firestorms, explosions, or electrical discharges made these computer-generated VFX animations trend in the first place. We wonder AIArtGenerator.com are proud of collaborating with Emma-Fin Media for the fan-made Spider-Man film. We applied the VFX, along with the final touch-up to make the whole scene look realistic. Take a look at the video below. 14. Thin lines. Want your audience to witness such animation graphics that create a connection between your brand's different products or services mentioned in your video? If so, then thin lines are a perfect choice. Thin lines showcase your audience, the people behind the brand. This best motion animation has sketchy vector lines that reflect handcraft and represent the people behind the brand in a subconscious way. Also, integrating fun aspects within your thin lines animation like bean-shaped heads, curvy characters, and elegant backgrounds instantly make your video cartoonish, which is great if your product or service is for kids. Let's take a look at a profound example of thin lines created for TIFF the Canadian Experiment by Polyester Studio. 15. Seamless transitions. As the name suggests, this motion graphic trend is famous for its seamless, smooth, sleek,